All right, guys, we are back for a brand new episode of the podcast. Today, we are going to discuss UFC 303. Mainly going to go over the main card. So, we're going to start off, of course, with the main event, the rematch. This is going to be interesting. I know it was a last minute thing. McGregor pulled out, and then the McGregor and Chandler fight got scrapped. So, we've got Alex Pereira versus Jiri Prochazka 2. This one's interesting. And I'm going to give my viewpoints for both fighters. So, for Pereira, of course, it's a rematch. He won the first fight, a bit of back and forth in the first fight, and then he knocked him out. The knockout was quite controversial. Some people thought they should have gave Jiri more time. So with this one, I do think Pereira will probably win the rematch, but I'll give the argument of why Jiri can possibly win as well, because I know people are writing him off and just everyone's just picking Pereira, but Jiri's had that first fight now, so he knows what to expect with Alex Pereira. Obviously, vice versa as well. But there's this element of where I feel like Jiri might want him more now because he's lost, and when the fighter wants to avenge a loss, that's a hungry fighter and that's a dangerous fighter. So there's maybe he's more motivated than Alex. So we know Alex is getting involved with all the media hype, and Jiri's just training and concentrating on himself. If Jerry does win, he could knock him out. Alex Pereira has been knocked out before. Adesanya knocked him out. He's been TKO'd and knocked out before, probably in kickboxing as well. So Pogacar definitely does have a chance to win this fight. I mean, Pereira's style, the way he sits upright, and I do think stylistically he's a bad matchup for someone like Jiri, because Jiri takes risk. He tends to leave his chin up. He tends to have a low guard with his hands, with his boxing. His hands tend to be down his waist. So Pereira just kind of waits for it and just counters him. I do see that happening and could probably knock him out with that, infamous left hook that he has. Do I see? I mean, there is the possibility that Pereira could get knocked out, like we said. The best thing Jiri can do is just wait and just pick his shots with Pereira. Maybe catch him when he thinks Jiri's hurt, or wait for the right timing. Let Pereira get confident and then catch him. Like we said, he's uploaded that data now of the first fight. So this fight, honestly, I think it's going to be more harder for Pereira to win, because Jiri knows what to expect now, and he's going to adjust his style for this fight. I do believe that, so he can win the belt back. Plus, obviously, the guys that's lost now is going to be way more hungry to avenge that loss. But like we said, when someone's the champion, they got that extra confidence of being a champion. So it'd be interesting. I mean, this fight is one of them where they're similar in height. I do believe Jiri's got the reach advantage. Let me just double check that. Yeah, they're both 6'3", 6'4". Or just so Jiri's got 1 inch reach and he's got 1 inch leg reach. But there's this point now where it's crazy how Alex Pereira's only had 12 fights and he's a double champ. I find that crazy. I actually really find that crazy. That's mad to me. But there's obviously that possibility of Jiri catching him for sure. I wonder what everyone else is picking. Let me know in the comments, because Pereira would be the obvious sense, but if there was an underdog and you just wanna, take that risk, Jiri's, you never know. Jiri can pull you off. He's beaten a lot of good guys. I think there was a post I saw where he's finished like Vadim Nemkov, who was the Bellator champ, and he's finished off a few very good fighters. Maybe if Jiri just mixes the grappling a bit more, because we have seen Pereira still have a weak takedown. He gets up somehow, but if he can somehow improve his top control and then tire Pereira out and then maybe catch him in the striking, he's going to have to adjust something. If he doesn't adjust nothing from what he done in the last fight, I do believe he's going to get knocked out again. So yeah, this is a good matchup. But I do have, saying all that, I do have Pereira winning. I think this one's going to be a finish. One of the guys is going to finish, but I do have Pereira winning this fight. But there is the argument that Jiri can finish him for sure. So one of the guys, I believe one of the guys is going to finish maybe in the third, fourth, possibly even second round. So yeah, that's going to be a bang of a minute. Let's move on to the next fight, people. So let's move on to this fight. Okay, I'm looking forward to this one. So we've got. It's loading up. Internet's playing up today. Okay, in the featherweight division, co-main event, Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. So let me just show you something interesting. So if you go down here, Diego Lopez is actually the favorite, which I'm quite surprised about. I understand he's explosive, he's got power, but against Ortega, I don't know about that. Ortega's beaten a lot of guys, and he's shown that he can, mix it up and do everything, He finished Yair Rodriguez in the last fight. Don't get me wrong, Ortega gets hit and things like that, but I don't know. Is this a 5-rounder or 3-rounder? I hope it's a 5-rounder. I hope they just make co-main events 5-rounders as well, but I doubt it. I think it's a 3-rounder. I'm gonna go with Ortega. I change my mind. If there was an underdog, it's got to be Ortega. You'd rather pick. It's a very small underdog, but Ortega. I think Ortega beats Diego Lopez. I think he's fought the more experienced guys. I know Diego Lopez had an amazing performance last fight. Who did he fight again? Let me just double check. Diego Lopez. Yes. So this is when he finished Sadiq Yusuf, right? Yeah. So let me give you an example. So look, 10 wins by knockout, 12 wins. He's definitely a finisher. 15 first-round finishes. But Ortega's a tough guy to finish. Another thing is that, let me just go back. So another thing is that, let's go back on this fight. So yeah, another thing is that I think Ortega's going to weather the early storm, and then he's going to be getting caught in the first round, whatever. Maybe even in the second, but in the third round, Ortega's got this crazy ability to finish the fight late by certain ways of like submission or whatever he does. Right, he's got a way where he just finds the W. Ortega's got a special ability like that. It's hard to explain, but for people that watched him for years, they know what I'm talking about. He's got this ability where he catches guys with something, a knockout submission. So, and he possesses knockout power. He's got some good power on him. Ortega can hurt people with punches and things like that. He's got crisp boxing. He does get caught a lot though, which is what I'm worried about in this fight. There's that chance that he gets caught and things like that, but he's very resilient. So I've got Ortega winning this, maybe submission in the second or third round or something like that. The lights flickering. Yeah, he's got this crazy ability where he can finish it. So, I think I'm definitely picking Ortega for this for sure. Ortega has to be. Ortega definitely has to be my pick. So we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna definitely go with Ortega. All right. So we just spoke about the co-main event. I've got Ortega winning. And then now we're going to move on to the next fight, Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze. So this fight was originally supposed to be Carlos Ulberg versus Roman Dolidze, I believe. So Anthony Smith stepped up to fight him. This is a tough fight. I wonder how Anthony Smith does because Roman Dolidze is a beast. But I do think that, I don't know how this fight goes. This is one of the harder matchups to be fair because it all depends on how Roman Dolidze is on that day and how Anthony Smith's on that day. Because Anthony Smith has been 50-50 lately with his performances. He'll win one spectacularly and then get knocked out or finished. So I don't know who I'm going to go with for this because I know Roman Lice's got power, Anthony Smith's got power. They're both very good. They're good grapplers as well. I'm going to go with Anthony Smith just because of the. Let me just look a bit more closely. Just because of the experience, really, more so than anything. I think Anthony Smith obviously has fought the tough composition. Let me just see Roman Dolidze's last fight. Okay, he fought Imavov. Imavov beat him. And then Anthony Smith, I believe, if I'm correct, Anthony Smith for Anthony Smith fight. He fought Petrino, he won. And then who was his last few fights? Any fights? To show his record. Okay, his records, yeah. Yeah, he lost to Clear Roundtree and then he beat Petrino by submission in May. So okay, so Anthony Smith fought recently. Anthony Smith fought recently. Who did? Let me just double check on Delete it. So he has come off a win. When was it? Oh, February. So he lost in February. And short notice for Anthony Smith. But we do know that he's he's got potential to win this fight. So I'm gonna go with Anthony Smith for this. I do believe Anthony Smith's still capable enough to beat Roman Dolidze. Tough one to pick though, definitely one of the tougher fights on the card in my opinion. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one. All right. So Mayra Bueno Silva versus Macy Chesson. Macy Chesson's got some good boxing though. She got good striking. She got some power on her as well. She's 5'11" for bantamweight. She's really tall as well. But Bueno Silva's a beast. Like she's a very good female fighter. She must what's her rank? She must be like I'm sure she was top 5 or something. But yeah, I believe she's top 5, and then Macy Chesson number 7 in the rankings. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Bueno Silva. I think the experience who she's fought, she's definitely more well-rounded. Macy Chesson, she's not gonna box with her. She's gonna mix everything up. I do see Bueno Silva winning this, possibly finishing her as well in the later round, maybe round 2-3. Yeah, Bueno Silva's definitely got this fight. She's got side grappling, she's got decent power. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that for that fight. So yeah, let's move on. This is the fight I'm looking most forward to, other than the main event, and that is MVP versus Ian Garry. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one. MVP, you know what I'm going for. I'm from the UK. I gotta go with my man MVP. Who's the favorite on this? I'm curious. Oh, there's no odds on this. Okay. They're both really tall. They're both 6'3" for the division. Both have similar leg reach, surprisingly. And yeah, Mike Van Page has got a 4.5-inch reach. That's a big factor with both their styles. That extra reach is definitely a big factor for these two guys. So I definitely see I don't know how this fight goes. This fight can either be a spectacular knockout or it could be very boring with both guys just cancelling each other out, if you know what I mean. Like both guys' style, they could cancel each other out, just waiting to counter each other. So this fight is like, I'm looking forward to it because it's MVP's second fight now, and he's already fighting the number 7 guy, which is crazy. But I really want MVP to pull this off. I think it's decision though. If MVP does he can either knock him out. It's going to be a boring decision, but I do see MVP winning this fight. That being said, I know a lot of people don't like Ian Garry because of the whole situation, but Ian Garry is a very good fighter as well, very good striker. He's very good as well. He's proved himself, beating some very good guys. But I think MVP is one of them harder matchups for him in the striking. So this is probably the only guy that's probably got better striking than him in the division, like credential wise as well. So yeah, I got MVP winning this. I think, like we said, either by a spectacular knockout or it's going to be a very boring decision. So yeah, MVP. I got MVP winning. MVP winning that fight. So yeah, I'll giving you a lot of my picks. So we're gonna main event Pereira, co-main event. I got Brian Ortega. The women's fight I got Bueno Silva. Anthony Smith versus I got Anthony Smith. And then for this fight on the main card, I have got Michael Venom Page. So that's my predictions for the main card. Let me just have a look at the prelims. Okay, this fight's interesting. Joe Pyfer versus Marque Andre, the Canadian dude, yeah. Joe Pyfer. There's a lot of hype on this guy because when Joe Rogan was hyping him up because he beat Ngannou's record. But yeah, Joe Pyfer's a tough guy. I know he lost the last fight. Hermansson's experience kind of showed in that fight, but still got a lot of potential. Would I win this? Yeah, I think Pyfer wins this. I think Pyfer definitely wins this fight. It's at middleweight. I think he beats Mark Andrew. I think he finishes him maybe in the second, third round, possibly in first. But yeah, maybe second, third. I'll see him finishing this fight. Yeah, I've got Joe Pyfer for that. Okay, this is a fun matchup. So we got Cub Swanson versus Andre Feely. Okay, I like this fight. Two strikers. Don't know who's gonna win this. I really don't know. I think Andre Feely beats him. I'm a big fan of Cub Swanson as well, but I think his better days are over. I think Andre Feely still got a bit left in him. I do see Andre Feely winning this. I do think he wins by decision though, but it's going to be a nice striking matchup. I think they're both going to strike each other, hit some hard shots. There could possibly be a finish. Both have capabilities of finishing each other, but I do have Feely winning by decision. I do think Feely beats Cub Swanson at this point of time in his career by decision. So yeah, I've got Andre Feely for that. All right, let's look at some other fights. Charles Jourdain fighting John Silva. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely got Charles Jourdain for that. Charles Jourdain is a very good fighter, like striking and stuff. Yeah, so I think he beats John Silva. Okay, Yanis Gamuri versus Peyton Talbot. Sorry, Peyton Talbot. Wait, yeah, Peyton Talbot. That guy's got a lot of hype on him because I believe. Look how much of a favorite is minus 1,600 favorite. Yo, that is crazy. That is crazy. Versus Yanis Gamuri. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of hype on him. Peyton, I believe he's part of Team Alpha Male, if I'm correct. I'm not sure though, but he's got a lot of hype on him. And Dana White Contender Series, they'll be hyping this guy up a lot. So he's 8-0, 12-2 his opponent. We'll see who wins this. I'm gonna go with Peyton though. I do think he's gonna win, but we're gonna see how good he is. Let's see how he wins this fight. All right. Okay, they got these on the prelims. All right, Ricky Simon versus Vinicius Oliveira is the first fight. Was there one below that? Okay, yeah, that's the first fight. We got Ovlasky on here versus Martin Boudet. And the other guy's a favorite, so yeah, that's interesting. We got Michelle Watson versus Jillian Robertson. Both number 15 and 14. Obviously, I know Jillian Robertson trains out of Goat Shed, so I'm gonna go with her for this fight Jiri Robertson. But who doesn't love the karate high Michelle Watson? So veteran of the sport as well. Both very good fighters. But I'm gonna go with Jiri Robertson for this. So yeah, guys, I think that's it for the UFC 303 card. Fun card for sure. I mean, I'm enjoying the main event more than the McGregor and Chandler one. To be fair, um, but yeah, it's a good card. Honestly, I don't see why. Are you not looking forward to that? Because for the UK, it's a mad time, obviously typical time. But um, I think we're going to see a lot of finishes, especially on the main card. There's definitely going to be finishes, I think, anyways. Especially with the main event and the co-main event, there's going to be finishes. That's what I think. But yeah, it's an entertaining card. Even the prelims are good as well. So yeah, make sure you check that out. I am tempted to do a live. I am tempted to do a live of the event, but I'm not too sure at the moment. But I'm deciding on that. I'll update. I'll definitely put a post out if I am going to do that. I might do it for the main card. I might do that actually. I might do it for the main card, not for the rest of the card, but I'll probably do it for the main card and live stream on YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna think about it. Okay, let me just do one bit more. Let's just talk about the PFL before we end it. Talk about the PFL card. So we got Brendan Loughnane from the UK versus Gonzalez as the main event, I believe, on PFL 6. I think it is. It's on Friday. This card. So if you're I know we got MMA crackheads and junkies like myself that wanna watch a good card. You got this PFL number 6 card on Friday for us to watch. So yeah, you got Logan Storley as well, former bantamweight. Omalatov. This is interesting. Omalatov versus Brennan Ward. So Brennan Ward's a knockout, fun fight. And we got this should be a fun fight. Braga versus Jenkins. Big fan of Bobby Jenkins, national champion wrestler. See how he does in the tournament. So this event's gonna be welterweights and featherweights, I believe. So yeah, check it out. Just thought I'll give a little, plug for that. You got Neiman Gracie as well fighting, former Bellator fighter, very good fighter. Very good for modern Gracie in MMA especially. So he's a good fighter. Adam Borix versus Brett Johns. So we got another UK guy, Brett Johns. Hopefully Brett Johns wins that. Yeah, that's the card, people. So that's the PFL 5. Final thoughts is it's going to be a fun event, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's it, people. UFC 303 breakdown. I've gone through BB. I'm going to do more insightful breakdowns the further we go on with this. But I hope you enjoyed this. It's a bit shorter than the usual. Like I done half an hour in the last 2 episodes, but definitely it's going to be an enjoyable card. So make sure you check it out. I'll definitely update you about live streams. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to MMA Diagnosis at MMA Diagnosis on all social media platforms. We're trying to grow this channel, trying to build a community. So comment, engage. Check the social media as well. I got a lot of posts there, reels, and you can see some of my check some of my podcasts out as well. So I've interviewed a few fighters from many different gyms around the UK and around the world as well. So definitely check it out. Oh, and check the Ultimate Fighter out this week. So Armand Chabaz's fighting. So I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. I might do a reaction for that. So yeah, check it out, people. This is the MMA Diagnosis podcast. This is, I believe, episode 77, and we're out, people. Check it out.